I thought I was taking like a screenshot for the the thing, but I guess I pressed going live, so now I'm live. Let me take a second to feel the energies of today. Just a second. It feels like the masculine energy is like shyly, like in a minimal kind of way, like observing and appreciating the feminine energy, and that there was like quite a bit of like light energy involved in that. So it feels really positive, but it's like it's trying to give, like, I'm gonna say himself, but the masculine energy can be any gender. Trying to give that to himself in a small, regulated kind of dose, so it doesn't feel all consuming, but it really feels like not like, it's not necessarily like romantic love, but it's just like this overarching appreciation and like admiration, and it's kind of, I would say, like it's a better feeling than romantic love, because it could also contain that, but it contains like friendship and respect and all that stuff. So it's kind of nice, but it feels like in tiny little like parcels, or like a vein of that, like that is running through his life. So it's kind of nice that there's some pathways to connection that are being like lit up again. That's what it feels like. Just making sure everything's on, including my brain. So the crystal card we have is Azurite. Expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. It's like, and that kind of echoes what I just said, because it just feels like truth, like him seeing the truth that's like lit up. It's present and it's there and it's like factual and stuff, like how he feels about her, how the qualities of the feminine that the masculine is observing and feeling and all that stuff. So it's great. Oops. Just 1 second. Okay, sorry. I don't know if you heard me speaking in French there, but anyhow, we have, okay, in the Hermetic Tarot we have the Star, and we have the Three of Wands. These cards have so much symbolism in them, like it take 10 years to like know all this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna look up the Three of Wands just to make like super sure. I don't want to. I hope everybody's having a good day. Last night I played a show with a friend and my daughter. I was on drums. It was fun. It had been 4 years since I had played live on the drums, and I was a bit worried if I could like keep maintain the beat during the songs, but I managed to do it. So that's encouraging. I'll keep it up. Okay, here we go. 3 of Wands. Lord of established strength, a hand issuing from heavy clouds holds 3 wands in center. 2 crossed wands and 1 upright. Flames emanate from the junction and from both sides like gigantic pillars. The center wand has a sun at the top and the head of a ram representing Aries at the bottom. The symbol for the sun and Aries are shown. The meanings are established force, strength, acumen, realization of hope, completion, success, nobility, wealth, power. Okay, that's a more positive meaning than I thought. Okay, that's good. So I'm just going to look at these 2 together. I'll let you see them so you can make up your own mind too. So I'm just going to look at the combined message. Yeah, so I feel like the masculine energy is like come out of confusion, come out of that cloudiness to take charge of the energies and this passions and other people's passions. And it's like, no, this is how it's going to be. And there's going to be healing, and I'm going to go after like what I love and what brings me joy and healing and what is like in sync with the universe. But it, you can't just do that passively. Like you have to just like maybe these 3 wands were like these burning sticks that other people maybe like brought to him, like, let's do this, like I feel passionately towards you, let's make this happen. And it was like a powerful energy, and now he's at the point where he's like grabbing them and going like, no, like I'm in charge of my life and I'm going to make good things happen. And there's like something on offer that is beautiful and right that I'm going after. So there's a certain amount of like restraining, other people's will and getting past the confusion and having like the enlightenment about like all this stuff that's been going on. Because in my deck, he wants to come forward in love, in positivity. Just like in this card, he wants to come forward and start building something in love and positivity. Because now he has like more awareness about the situation and like and clarity. Because judgment has come on the situations that were taking place. And it's taking some focus on his part to get past all these other like kind of wand energies, like the passions of everybody else. Like he has to stay on the bullseye of like where he wants to go, what he wants to achieve. And to do so in like a very structured, obvious, like settled way, like not random, like using the template of like structured relationship in order to do that, and making it public, like making a pronouncement kind of around that. because he's like was involved in like too many love or creative situations, and he's like having to like creep off of them and leave those situations to find freedom because like it wasn't feeling right. And then we have a whole bunch of these cards that came out. So there was like he was going through he's going through sadness, and torment, over like these secrets and like background behaviors and temptations and subconscious desires. And now it's like he's gonna start, like this is like the number one card, so it's like the beginning of starting to use your powers. It's like, oh right, I have powers. I can like change the situation. So I'm gonna bring what I see, like, you know, I'm gonna bring heaven to earth. I'm gonna bring the 5D to the 3D. If I'm guided to see that this relationship with the divine feminine is good, even though like in the 3D world, like it seems like everybody's against you in that regard. If you feel intuitively guided to do it and it feels positive and life affirming for you, and then it's going to like help expand all your skills and be right with the universe, and then you want to like bring that down to earth instead of like living in these false constructions based on other people's push and pull of their will, of all that like crazy wand energy and stuff, and all this like mental torment that's been going on. It's too hard, it's unsustainable, and it's making you feel sad. So now it's like time to get going and like make things clear and like ride over top of and past like all this confusion through the chaos, like to your intended goal, to build something solid that's inspired and structured, that is like a stable home, because you feel victorious. After like assessing like after experiencing this time of like fighting or like interchange with all these different people and situations, it's like walking away after that, like feeling the weight of everything that happened. Like it's not how you want to go through life, like carrying the burdens of all this conflict. And so there's been a death to that, and a call, like because this is major arcana, it's like the call has come that like that stage is over and it's time for rebirth into like what feels good and like a sunny future. Sorry, I'm getting so many texts right now. There's a lot going on. I'm just gonna try to do like a little recap basically, like I said, what I picked up in the energy today is that like the divine masculine is really feeling that like solidly that like things with the divine feminine are good, and that this pathway to their connection is becoming clear and strong again, and it's giving him hope and letting him feel like love for her again, and that they want to build this in a stable way, like rebuild their romance, because he's taking charge over all the negative energies of other people's willpower, because he wants this healing and positivity. He wants to like be a star in his world, you know. And we got the star card twice. Oh, this is the sun card. So two really positive cards for the outcome of making this change, and seeing some victory in moving past this like trying to just like win at all costs energy, and like just getting rid of like fully acknowledging that this was the behavior and the death to that, because like he no longer wants to like feel this regret, and like it's like creeping off of those energies because judgment came, and it's now time to have a real solid like public relationship, and that requires focus and getting past like everybody else's agenda to build something super stable, so that there's no more suffering, sadness, secrets, because it's like time to take charge of your energies and your powers to bring heaven to earth, and to come forth quickly and communicate that. So I wish the divine masculine the best of luck in that endeavor. I hope you guys have a great day. Sorry for all the interruptions, and thanks for joining me.